Yo, hey, what's up, guys? We got a new free legendary champion that we will be able to get for logging in for 7 days. It will start, I don't even know when it actually starts, but soon when we get the Wizard of Oz event and all these things. So, yeah, let's go over the kit and stuff because actually I kind of dig this one. It seems to be like one of the better ones that you get just basically for logging in and all that. So, her name, Dorothy Gale. I do not know the Wizard of Oz IP. I can't remember what it was. I think I never saw it or something. Like, I actually don't know. But hey, what is mattering for us is actually the skill set. So let's go over it. So we got the A1, and it's a good one, to be honest. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of removing one random buff on the target. It's quite okay, it's not the juiciest, but also has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. That will be 100%. That's really nice. I can't say anything about that. It's a weaken for 100%, which seems to be really cool. Like, well, what is her affinity? It's green, so yeah, sometimes you got the weak affinities and stuff, but that's normal. And then we got the A2, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 50% decreased accuracy debuff on all enemies. For 2 turns, that is quite nice. Like for Chimera, this seems to be really nice. Decreased defense and decreased accuracy. They come in clutch pretty often, like you need them for some trials, and that is pretty nice. I don't know about like the meta for Arena or something. That doesn't seem to be like having so much of an impact. But also, it's a cool one for Chimera and probably some other areas because you get decreased defense and weaken. A champion that we had to fight when we started this game for a long time, like aka Lydia, that was our decreased defense and weaken champion that we have to do missions and stuff, and now we will get one for free. That is pretty nice. Like, hey, to be honest, it's just a cool one until now. I have nothing against it. It's for free. We can suspect like the most meta changing champions usually in here, but this one seems to be usable. So, A3 attacks all enemies, steals all buffs from all enemies, then applies a buff spread effect. That is pretty nasty. Taking all buff from this champion, like it's just on himself, then he spreads it, but he steals before. And yeah, I do have some strategies and stuff where I actually use like buff spread for Chimera, Hydra. They're not the best ones anymore because you can, yeah, gear shields, for example, you can spread. But also for Arena, this seems to be pretty nice. Like if you steal buffs, Mercurius is a stuff, and I don't know. Usually, if you have Stone Skin, you can steal this usually, but not spread it or something. It was. And we have that other champion, Gamuran. He basically does exactly the same on the skill, just without the OZ allies unity bonus. Let's talk about that. Yeah. So you have one cannot land a weak hit with this skill. So buff spread and buffs, so buff steal and buff spread are basically guaranteed. That is, if you have enough accuracy, of course, like they can still be resisted. And yeah, I don't think you can do block debuffs, right? If you use the block debuffs, I just steal it from you and that's it. And yeah, something like that. There's not many counters of this one. So this, yeah, when you have 2 allies, this still, this skill cannot be put on cooldown. It could be nice for Arena. We don't know about all the other champions. Like, maybe these OC ally effects right here are pretty nasty, but we don't know the others. If the other characters are not that great for Arena, for example, then you usually don't put them together. But I also think there will be probably some of them. And let's talk about the 3 version skill of it. This skill will ignore effects of any enemy polymorph blessing. That means you cannot get polymorphed in Arena. That is kind of a nasty thing, but to activate that one, I think, yeah, you gotta be 4-man, because you cannot count for yourself as an OC ally. Like, that would be kind of nasty. So you gotta be 4-man in there, and for Live Arena, you know, that is easy breakable, and yeah, you don't go with 4 in there if you... Okay, maybe if you put 5 in there, and then they put 1 out of there and stuff, but we gotta see about the other champions. So let's talk about the passive. Yeah, whenever this champion is killed, all allies team up to attack the enemy that killed her. That is quite amazing. Like, I can see some loopness in there. What if you put revive on death on your champion? It actually died, but then revive. Do you get both effects? Because there's also an effect whenever the champion is revived. Instantly activates her fusion tornado skill. Furious tornado skill. So that's the buff steal one. That's actually... Huh. Like, you with a revive on death, you can get actually a ally attack counter and a I revive myself and get your buffs counter. It actually sounds really nice. Like, I don't think this champion is really bad. Like, I think this is one of the better ones, to be honest. Like, this is quite a good champion. And also we got the aura. Increase ally speed in all battles by 19%. And yeah, that's basically it. Overall, I like this champion. There is many things going on that you can use for many areas and stuff. The OZ, we have to wait. The ally effects and stuff, we gotta wait about that for the future. Maybe, I guess, I kind of assume the other champions are nice for the current game state, right? So I assume this effect can be right if it's gonna be like the turtles. And I swear to God, the turtles are always the example of the good ones, because they were actually changing your whole account. Even if you have been an end game player or whale or something, you could have some some good use out of them. And if that's gonna be for the OCs, we can't really tell right now. But we gotta be curious about it. Like, I'm kind of invested about it. What are they gonna do when they're all gonna be together? That is quite a thing that I always wanna check out. But yeah, until then, we gotta wait. And that's all about it. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already. And yeah, have a nice day.